So welcome back to another video about our favorite Tekken character, Yoshimitsu. In this video I'm gonna talk about his changes for Season 2. He got quite a lot of minor buffs, but he got one nerf that I'm very worried about. But I'm just gonna jump right into it and explain one after the other. So the first change is the startup animation of his up back 1+4 is now 2 frames faster than before. This is seems like a very minor buff, but I had the experience that a lot of the time after a wall combo I would get like clipped when I tried to use it on tech roll to beat out a jab or something. And I got also clipped when I tried to do a -9 move, like down 4-2 or up 4-4, and do this afterwards immediately to bait out the jab. I'm not sure if it's gonna be possible after this change, but yeah, it will create more situations where you could like try and use it and try to use it to your advantage and launch people for doing stupid stuff, so that's good. The next change is the change of 2-1. The startup frames got from 29 frames decreased to 25 frames now, so it's 4 frames faster. I have to admit that I barely ever use this move. There's only one scenario in a combo like this where I use it to like do a sword sweep or something, but even then this is very gimmicky and I don't like to use it, so I don't particularly like the change. It's whatever, this string is not very good. The cancel also got 3 frames faster recovery now. Maybe that's useful at the wall or something, but I don't know how good this will be. We have to see, maybe you can figure something out with the cancel now, but I'm not sure about that. Now we're gonna go straight to the worst thing that happens to Yoshimitsu since Season 2 will start. It's one of his best moves, 3 till the 4, the tsunami kicks or helicopter kicks or however you want to call them. It's his main tool to close the gap, to like come in. This move is good on hit, it's good on block, it's good everywhere. Like, this is my favorite move with Yoshimitsu, and one of the key things is that Yoshimitsu doesn't have a lot of good ways to get in with tracking added to it. He has forward 1+2, but that's not a move to get in which has tracking, and down forward 1, and that's like almost it. So this move is his primary or my primary tool to close the distance between me and my opponent. And on block you get a lot of setups. You can bait jabs with Kicho into parry, or you can bait a down forward 1 with flash, or just go into Dragonfly 2 to beat them, or just step or duck. There are plenty of options. So this is like one of the key moves of this character, and for them to nerf this move actually kind of hurts, because they nerfed the tracking on the first hit, and that is pretty bad. I don't know. I don't feel he needed that nerf, because this move is good but not like OP or something. And yeah, I don't know. I don't think it was necessary, but we will see how this actually plays out in a match. The next change is that his Roo kick, his 4 till the 3, now got a deeper hitbox. I'm not entirely sure if that was needed either, because this move is a Matterhorn. You will only use it to crush. It's a slow Matterhorn, so you will only use it to crush like jabs or like when you're on minus. That's why I don't know if this move needed a deep hitbox. I'm not sure. Maybe now you can like crush things that recover crouching, or like have a weird hitbox on recovery, but I'm not sure about this. If it's good, if it's bad, I cannot tell yet, but I don't even use this move at all, so we will see. Next change is counter hit properties of Kicho 3 got changed, so it will be a launcher on counter hit and a knockdown as it is now on normal hit. This seems like a good one, but actually people who know Yoshimitsu will never press buttons, not never, but almost never when you're in Kicho, because of Kicho 1+2 and Kicho 4-2, which are both extremely good counter hit tools and have good range and everything. So you can even use this on slight minus frames, and a lot of people won't press any buttons. So I don't know if a counter tool was the right thing to give him here, but I have to see. Maybe after Wild Standing 4 it's a good tool when this is +4 or +5, but well, this could be quite good, but the range is so shitty that we have to see how it plays out. The next one is Kicho 1+2. And this move now like changed the animation. It gives this weird Tekken 7 like flip over in a combo, maybe like this. I think it's only gonna be used really at the wall. Maybe you can like do this. If this is possible, then it's good buff. Not the best buff, but it's okay. Like if this is gonna be a wall combo, then it's okay. But if not, then I don't know where I should use this, to be honest. So we have to see. But they also changed the active frames on the last hit. And this is very important because there are scenarios where people would step and you would come with Kicho 1+2, and the first 2 or 3 hits will connect, but the fourth didn't. For some reason, it will go right through them and whiff. And I think what they're gonna do, or what they're trying to do with this, is to fix this issue that when the first 2 hits connect, all of the hits connect. And it should be like this, because if this happens, they're gonna launch you. Because you're back turn, and they're gonna stand there and say, wow. Or like in Kazuya's case, they would get like 1, 2, 4, 3 or something. Like crazy damage just for a random occasion whiffing mid. Where you're like, what the fuck? Next change is 4 is his wall bounce move. It's pretty slow. It's safe. It gives chunks of damage. 27 damage is not bad for a single hit. It's mid, so it's okay, but I was hoping like maybe this would be it because it's more damage, but I think that maybe would have been OP and it's cancelable, but it's pretty slow, to be honest. The range is okay, like you can hit people from this range. It depends how far the wall bounce goes, if this is useful or not. And yeah, it depends what kind of a combo you have to do. Like if you could do root kick or like this, like a lot of people did in his old Tekken Tag 2 combos. We have to see. But this is not a bad move and it's not a great move. It's something between, like most of the wall bounce moves. So now we come to a very good change. Down 2-2. One of his key mid strings that you could use to go in no sword stance and like to fish for counter hits on the second hit or even the third hit. This string is very, very good. One of his few very good strings. It's good at the wall. At the wall it's actually crazy because you can like delay the hits and this will be natural combo even on max delay, which makes this string like very good. So you can delay it forever, and it has a wall splat. Like the third option can be a wall splat, and this string is very good. And it got changed from being a -14 on block to -12 the second hit, which is the hit you're gonna use the most. I don't know how this change will play out because most people won't attack between because they are afraid of the last hit, which is pretty chunky, or like the mid hit, which is also chunky too. But what is very important is that this move now on natural hit is +7, which is crazy. +7 means that you can do whatever you want almost. Like a throw afterwards, you can like do this, but people should stand still when you're on +7. And when you like keep the sword, it's okay, but if you put the sword away, it's like crazy. This is now also gonna be +7. I used to do this always afterwards because no matter what they do, like no sword forward 1+2, they gonna get hit. But now on +7, like I'm gonna do this up 1+2 or gonna go straight into this. I don't know, but the possibilities now are like crazy. This is, I think, maybe the second best buff he got. The next one is Flare Stance 1+2. No, Flare Stance 3+4, sorry. Got the same change as the regular Roo Kick. As I said, I don't know how useful this is. This one is actually a little more useful because it's a mix-up. And if you dig in, like with down, a lot of people expect the low. So this was a good mix-up tool. But in this stance we have no mobility, like good mobility. So it's kind of awkward. I use it at the wall and sometimes in the open when my opponent is like very afraid to press buttons. Then you can use it. I have to see how good this change is. Now we have down back 3 got changed, which is kind of awkward because yeah, it used to give, as far as I'm like 10 damage. I don't know why it gives 11 now. Maybe I have counter hit on. It used to get like 10 and now they changed it to 8. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Like then it does 15. I mean, I think 15, yeah, it's like whatever. I don't know. This change doesn't affect me at all. And they also changed this one, back 1 into down back 3-3, which is quite interesting. They changed it from 15 frames to 13 frames. So, but I don't get, if they change this to 13 frames, this is sick, because this is +1 on block. And if you do like, this is +4, like the after the first hit. This would be great because it is one of Yoshimitsu's like few moves that are actually plus on block. So it would be great. But on the site where I got this information, they said only talked about like this, this strange transition being now 13 frames. But I don't know if that means that the switch is 13 frames. I'm not sure about that. I hope this is 13 frames. That would be actually sick. The next one is back to 1. And I'm not particularly sure what that means. I really hope that that means that if you do his combo like this, it gives either a flip over like Omen Thunder Godfist did. That would be crazy good, because afterwards you would get good Oki. And Yoshimitsu used to be an Oki character, and one of the things that I criticized about him in this version of the game is that his Oki game is gone. Like, it's literally gone. With the changes for Oki, he just lost his primary tool to kill people. And if they change it, like I hope they do, that would be great. And there's one more thing that I will add to the second hit of this move, but it comes later because another move is affected. This next change is the distance after blocking back to 2. They will be closer to you, which means that people that don't duck this string will still be able to punish you. This move is very risky. It's mostly a punisher, but I have to admit that in ranked, sometimes if I see that my opponent doesn't know the character, I'm just doing it, because why not? If they just block it, it's great if they don't duck it. But yeah, if they're gonna stand right next to me, that means that this move will lose this small, like, niche usability in ranked battle, but that's not that bad, I guess. Next move is up forward 1. Completely useless move in my opinion. I don't know why they gave him. I don't know any situation except for a flash bait where this would be better than this. Even though this is 3 points of damage less, this is homing. This is just has like better range. This is just, wait a second, this has better range. Okay, it has better range. We find something. But believe me, this move is not good. I hope they make it counter-hit launcher because yeah, they said they changed the property on counter-hit, so I gonna assume it's a launcher. Then it's okay, but still very awkward move. I only use it for like flash people or at the wall to be kind of gimmicky. Next change is up for 2. And they changed the frames that the opponent can block after that move connects. And what they did is just change this, I think, where like if you have the right angle, this move will like just connect after a normal hit as a combo. If I'm not retarded and can do it, I think I can. Okay, there was a way where you could just like link this together and get like 45 damage like this, and it was like hilarious. For me at least. I used it a lot and I'm kind of sad that it's gone, but man, it was broken as fuck. And if you played against a big character like Jack or Beers, man, it was like fucked up. Even though this move is offline, it's totally shit because everyone can see it and the cancel is so much minus that no one will ever use it. But online, man, it was a blast. And this move also gives a counter-hit launch, so it was pretty good. But now I think it's not gonna be as good as before. The next change is, if I can see in my phone, yeah, crouch dash 1, and this change could be huge. So they changed the damage to 22 on normal hit, which is good, I think, but not so much to talk about that there. The recovery decreases on about 7 frames on hit. That means that maybe you could connect this. But to be honest, this I think does more damage. I'm pretty sure. No, this does 1 more damage. Okay, then you can do 1 point more damage, which is not so important, but it will be important because this moves is now the properties on a grounded opponent changed. And what I hope what they did is that this will give a flip over like Kazuya. Like, sorry, I'm not so familiar with this training mode. It's like this, where you like do 4-4 and they flip over. And if they give Yoshimitsu this, I'm gonna be hyped, bro. I'm gonna be so hyped. I always wish they would give Yoshimitsu a move like this so he get like his Oki back. And I was pretty sure that they would pick this move. And it's good because it has sick range. But I was hoping that they would give like Yoshimitsu in Soul Calibur has a move where he digs his sword in and then just punches the opponent in the face. And it clearly looked like a move which was made for stuff like this. I would hope that they would remove this and give him this. But yeah, this has great range, but it is launch punishable. And I don't know, because if someone just quick rises and blocks this and can launch me for it, then yeah, it's kind of strange for me, because then the risk is clearly I'm at the disadvantage risk reward wise. So I'm not sure. I hope they did something else. So yeah, it's not that bad. But I'm pretty sure they did something. Yeah. The next change is while rising 3-1. One of the most useless move ever created for Yoshimitsu. They changed the counter hit property of the second hit. Yeah, which is kinda useless, to be honest. Even if it's a launcher, this is launch punishable. At least -14, I think maybe even 15. That means that the risk reward is like, okay, I use this because it has good range, and sometimes when you like crouch in their face and they backdash, you could use just 3 to catch them. But now I just started using helicopters, so, and helicopter is better in any regard in my opinion. So I was hoping that they would like make this startup 14 frames, so at least it's a very good 14 frame while standing Punisher, or like make it -12 and force crouch. But like this, there's, I don't know, the usage is very limited in my opinion. But they actually did something good with his wild standing 4, because now you can transition from wild standing 4 into Kicho, which means on block it doesn't mean a lot because people can always interrupt you, but on hit you're actually +4 to +5, and you can apply a Kicho mix-up. But I'm gonna tell you, people who know Yoshimitsu won't press any buttons, so you can go for the knockdown, but if this gets blocked, you're gonna be launched in the air, and yeah, like I think I will do this a lot of the time or something like this. It is a very good buff. I think it's maybe the best buff, I'm not sure. We have to see. But yeah, I just hope they would increase the range of his wild standing 4, because it is very like pure, and the frames, Yoshimitsu has, I think, one of the worst wild standing 4s in the game. This will change it, of course, but not completely. They should have like give this move a minor buff at frames or like at range, but we will see. Now we have while like full crouch down 4/4. The damage got increased to 18, which is good, and it's a homing move. And I have to say, a lot of Yoshimitsus that I know use this move, and I really use it not as much. Maybe that's me being not good with the character. Of course I use it because Yoshimitsu doesn't have a lot of good lows, and it's like a very good zoning tool. But this move used to get me killed so much, like really so much, that I stopped using it a lot. Only on people that never duck, or like characters with a wave dash where you can like keep them out with this. But I don't know how useful this is. Of course, if it's homing, it's a counter hit launcher, it's very good. But yeah, the risk is very high to abuse this move. I don't know, maybe I hope that they will like give Yoshimitsu better Oki game back and not make him better, but like more reliant on risky things. But man, he's a gimmicky trash bag, so I shouldn't have been accepted any less than that. Yeah, and now we get to a buff where I'm pretty confused. The back turn down 1 now has a change property on counter hit. If this is a counter hit launcher, I'm gonna shit my pants, bro. Because it has decent tracking, at least for me. I don't know, people say it doesn't track, but I can show you a lot of clips where it does track. And it has decent range, you cannot low parry this move, and not only a few characters can actually launch this move. So this move is like, if this gives a counter hit launcher, even if it gives a knockdown, I like the hit stun how it is now, because like, yeah, from here you can do a sword sweep, you can do a throw, you can do a lot. But if this is a counter hit launcher, man, I'm gonna be happy as fuck. Next one is his throw, his like 2+4 throw now gives a wall break, which is good. Like, it should give a wall break, it looks like a wall break, and it's good because then you have like 50-50, a throw 50-50, that ground floor breaks. Sorry, now I got like everything wrong, but this gives you a mix-up on the floor break stage with the name that I forgot. So yeah, that was all the changes that were revealed in this patch note. I personally think that they like changed a weird direction with this character, and I really hope that they give like the change from Kicho 1+2 and this move like kind of a Oki orientated yeah, like usage way, so this character gets back his great Oki game in some form or shape. I know that it's not gonna be like Tekken Tag 2, but at least, man, I really never can use sword sweep. it is the move why I chose to play this character, and I never use it anymore because it's like there is no place for it, literally no place. And I want them to change that back, because they actually, like, in the patch note there was like they changed the tracking on taunt from Brian, so it should be like it used to be, like always when you tech roll you're gonna get clipped. And I want this back, like this Oki game, this 50-50, man. That was the reason why I picked this character, and of course Harakiri, but we're not gonna talk about that. Yeah, I really hope they do something with this Oki game, and I really hope that this nerf is as huge as I'm concerned it is, because if this has no tracking at all, I'm gonna be sitting here and cry for days. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, if you have any questions, just ask me in the comment section. And I got all this information from Tekken.net or Tekken Gamer, I'm not even sure. Just check out the full list anywhere where you can find it, and I hope I can see you next time. See ya.